6:51, time for the morning sprint.
New information has been released by the Madison Police Department in a murder on the east side and a shooting at a Quick Trip. Police are now saying the murder of Kristen Schmidt was domestic related, with Justin Kopmeyer named as the killer. Police spotted Kopmeyer at the Quick Trip on East Wash, and after a standoff with shots fired, Kopmeyer barricaded himself in the bathroom and shot himself.
A judge in Green Bay allowing a homicide suspect's defense attorney to withdraw from the case after the suspect did this: attack the attorney right in court. Taylor Shaw Business has pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease in the gruesome murder of Shad Thiron. Shaw Business attacked her attorney after the judge announced the trial would be delayed.
The Supreme Court will hear its first arguments on President Biden's student loan forgiveness program today. The plan, which cancels up to $20,000 in loans for federal borrowers, has been contested by a group in Texas, as well as 6 groups around the country, including one in Wisconsin. Rulings are typically released in late June or early July.
A fallen Milwaukee police officer will be the first recipient of a new award launched by the Milwaukee Brewers. It's called the Brewers Hometown Champions Award, and it's a new program honoring Wisconsin's first responders. Peter Jerving, who was shot and killed in the line of duty February 6th, will be honored April 25th in a pregame ceremony.
The MMSD School Board voted unanimously last night to approve a name change to Jefferson Middle School. It will now be known as Ezekiel Gillespie Middle School. It's named after the man who fought the Wisconsin Supreme Court in 1866, granting African Americans the right to vote in Wisconsin. The new name goes into effect at the start of next school year.
West Allis starting to see some flooding after all the rain. It left some vehicles trapped in the water, although some folks say the flooding is expected this time of year. In a 6-hour window, though, they got 1.5 inches of rain falling on frozen ground.
Around the Midwest, a pair of tornadoes touched down in Illinois as a wave of severe storms triggered tornado warnings, including for the Chicago area. They are relatively rare for this time of year. The tornado you're seeing right here was reported Monday morning near Champaign.
Well, researchers in California say despite all the wet weather this winter, they caution against calling its years-long drought over. Snowpack at one reservoir is at 150% of what it normally is at this time of year. But they say once the snow melts, they will then be able to determine if the water stays and the drought ends.
The White House is giving all federal agencies 30 days to wipe TikTok off of government devices. The Chinese-owned social media app has come under increased scrutiny over security concerns. The White House already does not allow TikTok on its devices, and several states, including Wisconsin, have also issued bans on state-owned devices.
Another earthquake shaking southeast Turkey, killing 1 and injuring 110. It caused 29 buildings to collapse. The latest aftershock, with a magnitude of 5.6, hit 3 weeks after that massive quake killed more than 50,000 in Turkey and Syria.
Sturgeon spearing has officially ended this season, and on Lake Winnebago, 53 were harvested. Around 1,400 in total were caught on the Oshkosh bordering lake. The largest fish caught came in at, get this, 177 pounds.
Whoa.
That's my weight. It was nearly 6.5 feet long. Registration hit record numbers this season.
And they are having some fun in Greece. They are dousing each other with colored flour as part of an old carnival tradition. The Flour War pits revelers against each other with tons of cooking flour tinted with food coloring. In the 19th century, Ottoman rulers had forbidden carnival festivities. And then in defiance, locals would smear their faces with ash and dance in the streets.
Good morning. First Warren meteorologist Kelly Slifka on this Tuesday. A pretty nice morning. Temperatures dropped another degree with the clear skies that we have this morning. 31 right now in Madison, 31 in the Dells, 34 in Janesville, a little cooler up to the north. Most clouds have already moved on out. We'll see some sun this morning. Some clouds will start to increase as the afternoon wears on, but it's going to be mild as we hit the mid-40s today. Dry through about 8, 9 o'clock, and then we'll start to see some scattered rain and snow showers move in, but you notice how mild it is. So planning your day today looks actually pretty decent, especially at least through the early afternoon hours. Winds will be light. We'll start to see those clouds increase, but no precipitation expected during the daylight hours. We will expect some of that moving in tonight. looking at quiet weather going into our Wednesday after the bout of rain and snow tonight. So we're planning these precipitation events pretty nicely, at least for tonight. 48 tomorrow, cools down Thursday and Friday. We have a chance of some snow. We're watching this system toward the end of the weekend, just like we've done all month. Looks like we'll continue that in March, upper 30s and low 40s. Nice weather this weekend.
Amazing what 40 and sunshine can feel.
Oh, I am looking forward to that.
That sun up there this time of the year is really strong.
We'll see some shorts out there too, I'm sure.
You know it.
Have a great day, folks.